Alright, so the bums have been very active today. I really wasn't even gonna make a video today. Well, I haven't seen anything worth talking about, but they've been active since last night, just running around, just slamming doors all day. Like I said, you know me. If you've been listening to my videos, I would have came out, you know, if and said, made videos. I would have came out here on the porch, on this not a porch, so balcony. If shit was today, and we still on the lockdown, but today it's just been all day long, just slam, just doors just fucking slamming all day, damn late, all day, just. And like I said, it corresponds with something I'm doing. The boops, the horns going bam, bam. They just, I don't know what they got to. I did something to piss them off yesterday or today. I mean, shit. Like I said, I woke up last night to go to the bathroom. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. 4:20. I forgot to post the video. As soon as you just hear movement, all of a sudden movement starts, and go take a piss. Nigga can't even take a piss. These motherfuckers, all of a sudden you just hear movement, steps and shit. All of a sudden shit started. It's 4:23 in the fucking morning. These motherfuckers. It's like, that's why I said, it's part of it, sleep deprivation, shit like that. And why in the fuck are you putting an alarm on whatever the fuck that econo box is? I mean, it wouldn't even, it's not a put down. It's like, why? They got plentiful parts. They don't even need to chop shop it, because that little car has plentiful parts. If you go to the junkyard, there's plenty of parts. The parts at the stores, because it's a late model. That's the whole point. That's why I remember I said they didn't make it a big article. I don't know how I seen it, that there's an abundance, and this was like 3 or 4 years ago I read it. I don't remember the exact year. Don't quote me on the exact year, but they were saying that's the reason, one of the big reasons why over like Dubai, they're trying to make it such a tourist attraction, because of all of the changes they made, with the car industry and, big oil. They had no choice but to let other types of energy come in, the batteries, Tesla, all of them making, having to make hybrid vehicles, or either total electric, or even a little car like that, you know, the gas mileage per gallon off the lot when you buy it is gone up. And the fact you hardly see any old cars anymore. You don't see it, barely see a 90s, much less a 80s. Barely see. So if you see a 90s or 80s car, or 60s or 70, normally it's not like in the 90s. You saw a 80s car, 70, it was all raggedy normally. You saw you did see a lot of people had money, fixed them up in the 80s. But if you see an 85 Regal right now, more than likely it's fixed up. You might see some couple of raggedy ones, still putting around. But there's no more putting around like back in the day because like I said, the little gold car. You got a little 20-year-old, they got a little job, they tax return, they probably, that little Hyundai, they can get that for about what, 2,500, 500 down, shit like that. So there's no more old cars polluting and using up gas mileage. The parts are plentiful. So and this was, it was an article, like I said, but they don't promote articles that tell the truth. Actually, that's why gas is so low now. And this article I read was a couple of years ago. How there's an abundance, and they're like that. But what they're doing right now, they said they'd rather. It's too expensive to stop drilling, if that makes sense. They just paying people to store the oil because it's not being consumed like that. It just ain't. We, like I said, all of these cars, even the older cars, that white one, that's what is an '04. the Impala, the other Impala. That's a new Impala. It still gets better gas mileage. So there's no, gas just being sucked up. There's an abundance. The oil is not, we're not gonna run out of oil. It was like for decades. I think maybe even 100 years. There's already enough in reserves, strategic reserves, that we're not gonna run out of oil. That's why it's so cheap. I wish I could find that article again. I bet if I Google it or try to just type it in with any search engine, Bing or whoever search engine, I'm not gonna find it no more. It just explained, especially with America doing that, not just the fracking, and when they tried to open up, it's like we're not dependent on with them anymore because of the things that's been done. It's no more. And like I said, if you can afford a brand new, with the computer technology, if you got a V8 Chevy or Ford or Dodge or a foreign car, a Mercedes or whatever, the gas mileage and the horsepower, they can get 400 horsepower or whatever, and still got way better gas mileage, still better emissions. We're not stuck, you know, dependent on oil. Then you got the hybrids. Then you got the all electrics. So it's like there's just basically too much oil, and this article I was reading was saying that's one of the biggest reasons. They trying to turn. They got to find something. The oil sheiks in Dubai got to find something else. I guess they don't want to go into start spending all of their money, the billions they got saved up. So they trying to find something else. They got to do to make money, stay the same. So they try to make it a tourist destination. You know. But anyway, I came out here, yeah, because they were just all day long today, just running up and down the steps, doom, 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 doom. I had a little appointment I didn't, I went to. As soon as it was time for me to get ready to go to the appointment today, just all the doors closed, open and it closed, and just all of a sudden, just boom, 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 because. They coming. You hear them coming down the steps just all day. That look. She got her little child and grocery shopping, just whatever. It just I grocery shop, I order whatever. It's just still that's why I call them bums. Not because she's a single female mother. I don't even know if she's single. I never seen her with a dude or whatever. Her the little kid and the dad. I just seen another one. They had another one with the little chubby kid just walk by. Normally I'd have the utmost respect, for your hustle. Except when your hustle is being a terrorist and fucking with other niggas and trying to, murder other niggas. No, I don't give a fuck if you a single mom and you trying to kill niggas. You trying to, bitch, I'm gonna blow your head off. I gives a fuck how small you are. You got a 4-year-old little daughter. She gonna be in foster care. Why? Because your mom was a fucking murderer. You can't be a murderer and then be like, oh, but I have a baby. I'm a single mom. I had no. And it's 2020. You really didn't have no other options? Seriously, all these programs, and you talking to the wrong folks. Say that for white folks like him. Save it for him, who got white guilt, who don't know the game. They don't know the hustle that y'all play. Don't try to hustle us. We already know all the shit y'all take advantage of because you a single mom with a daughter and you black or a son. I already know all the little shit that you can literally. I know folks, females personally that had 6 kids, was staying in the projects, went to school, got a good job. So don't tell me you had no choice. I know for a fact, and this was years ago when we were still younger. I mean, she had them kids when she was a teenager, early to late 20s, early 20s, still having kids. But hey, it's females I know. And this was back in the day. So you, right in 2020, got a 4-year-old, 5-year-old. You still trying to make excuses. You ain't got no excuse. You ain't got no choice. You ain't gotta be gang stalking. You ain't gotta be trying to murder people. It don't tell me it can't be done. I know for a fact it can be done. The only thing I think that she did was kind of shady. She dumped the little. She did have one of them stay-at-home fathers, and he really wasn't, whatever. It was like, yeah, like we talk about the guy who, walked the kids to school. And that's it. He did clean and cook. No, he didn't work, so he stayed in the projects with her. But once she got a job, she dumped him. Who knows what else? Hey, you can't blame her though. She did it while she was in school. Taking the kids to school, cooking, cleaning, graduate, got a little job, whatever, career now, not a job. She not at Walmart, whatever. She went, and it was one of them schools like be on TV. You know, the Everest, all that whatever, but them type of school. Now she done moved up. Hey, you got to go, nigga. It is what it is. You can't, literally, you wasn't on your homeboy side. I consoled that nigga, whatever. But I also had to talk him out of doing stupid shit. Hey, nigga, so, like I said, I know it's a sex story. It's not from TV and not, I don't want to hear it. They had way more kids than your one child or your two childs. She had way, you telling the girl, you don't know who I'm talking. Well, gang stalkers might, but not y'all gang stalkers. But whatever. Like I said, it's a compliment. I don't want to hear that sympathy shit. That's why I call y'all niggas bums. Y'all stupid as fuck. And you're going to end up either in prison or dead, fucking around with the wrong folks.